Have you ever stopped to wonder how your holiday may impact the world at large? The answer to this question is more complex than you might think. Tourism, a global phenomenon that has seen exponential growth over the past few decades, carries with it a multitude of impacts. These impacts, both positive and negative, resonate on a global scale, influencing economies, societies, and the environment. This journey we are embarking on is about exploring these global impacts of tourism. We'll be delving into the intricate web of factors that shape and are shaped by tourism. From the number of tourist arrivals and international tourism receipts to the major tourism-generating markets, we'll explore the characteristics of tourism at a global level. We'll also uncover the key global players in the tourism industry and discuss the far-reaching effects of tourism, particularly its economic implications. Stay tuned as we delve into the characteristics of tourism at the global level. Tourism is a global phenomenon, but what really shapes its worldwide characteristics? To fully grasp the global impact of tourism, we need to dive into its key characteristics. So let's take the plunge and explore three significant aspects: tourist arrivals, international tourism receipts, and tourism-generating markets. Starting with tourist arrivals, these are the number of visitors crossing international borders for leisure, business, or other purposes. The data on tourist arrivals helps us understand travel patterns, destination popularity, and the seasonality of travel. For instance, in 2023, Europe witnessed the highest number of international tourist arrivals, indicating its popularity as a prime destination. Moving on, we have international tourism receipts, which refer to the expenditure made by international inbound visitors, including payments to national carriers for international transport. This measurement is crucial as it reflects the economic impact of tourism. For example, in 2023, the US generated the highest tourism receipts globally, highlighting the substantial economic benefits of tourism for the country. Lastly, we delve into tourism-generating markets. These are the countries from where tourists originate. It's important to study these markets as they highlight the economic, social, and cultural factors influencing outbound tourism. China, for instance, has emerged as one of the largest tourism-generating markets in recent years, driven by its growing middle class and increased disposable income. In essence, these three characteristics, tourist arrivals, international tourism receipts, and tourism-generating markets, provide a comprehensive view of tourism's global landscape. They enable us to understand where tourists are going, how much they're spending, and where they're coming from, thereby shedding light on the economic, social, and cultural impacts of tourism worldwide. With that understanding of global characteristics, we now move on to the key players in this field. So, who are the giants steering the ship of global tourism? Let's dive in. First up on our list of global players are international airlines. These high flyers are the lifeline of tourism, connecting far-flung corners of the world. They have an immense influence on global travel patterns, deciding which destinations are accessible and affordable for travelers. Next, we have the hospitality giants. Think of those multinational hotel chains and global food service providers. These players offer the promise of comfort and familiarity, even in the most exotic destinations. They contribute significantly to the tourist experience, shaping perceptions of different locales. Then, we have the travel intermediaries, the travel agencies and tour operators. They are the matchmakers of tourism, bringing together travelers and destinations. Their influence extends to the design of travel packages, which can significantly shape travel trends. Let's not forget the role of government bodies and international organizations. They are the regulators of global tourism, setting policies that impact the industry's direction. They also play a crucial role in promoting sustainable tourism and preserving cultural and natural heritage. Lastly, we have the digital players. Online travel agencies, travel review websites, and social media influencers. In this digital age, they hold a significant sway over travel decisions. They've democratized travel information, making it easier for travelers to discover offbeat paths and make informed choices. Each of these players has a unique role in shaping the global tourism landscape. They influence where we go, how we get there, where we stay, what we eat, and what we do. Their actions and decisions ripple across the globe, impacting economies, cultures, environments, and of course, our travel experiences. Now that we know who's who in global tourism, let's explore the effects of this industry. Tourism leaves its mark wherever it goes, but what are the global effects of this industry? Let's dive into it. Tourism, as an industry, has both tangible and intangible effects on a global scale. It's like a ripple in the water, sending waves across the world, impacting economies, societies, and environments in ways that transcend geographical boundaries. First and foremost, let's talk about the economic effects. Tourism is a major contributor to the global economy. It generates trillions of dollars in revenue, making it one of the world's largest economic sectors. It's not just about the money visitors spend on accommodations, meals, and souvenirs. The economic impact of tourism is much broader. It fuels growth in related sectors such as agriculture, construction, and retail. It creates jobs not only in hospitality and travel services, but also in sectors that supply these industries. Think about the farmer who grows the food that tourists eat, or the construction worker who builds the hotels where they stay. Tourism also plays a role in international trade. It promotes the exchange of goods and services across borders, bringing foreign exchange earnings to countries. This can help strengthen a country's balance of payments, prop up its currency, and boost its economic standing in the global market. But it's not all rosy. The economic effects of tourism can also have a downside. In some cases, tourism can lead to economic disparity, where the wealth generated by tourism is not evenly distributed. This can exacerbate social inequalities and fuel resentment among locals. Now, let's shift our focus to the social and cultural effects. Tourism can foster mutual understanding and cultural exchange. It can help preserve local traditions and heritage by giving them economic value. However, it can also lead to the commodification of culture, where traditions are altered or even staged for the entertainment of tourists. This can erode the authenticity of local cultures and disrupt the social fabric of communities. Lastly, we have the environmental effects. Tourism can contribute to conservation efforts by generating revenue for protected areas and promoting environmental awareness. But it can also put pressure on natural resources, lead to pollution and degradation of landscapes, and disrupt wildlife habitats. As you can see, the effects of tourism are multifaceted. They are felt across the globe, irrespective of geographical boundaries. They can bring prosperity and development, but they can also bring challenges. It's a balancing act, and the key is in managing tourism sustainably to maximize its benefits and minimize its negative impacts. As we've seen, the effects of tourism are far-reaching, but what does the future hold for this industry? The future of tourism is as vast as the world itself, but what are the global projections for this industry? As we head further into the 21st century, tourism is expected to continue its upward trajectory. According to the World Tourism Organization, international tourist arrivals are projected to reach nearly 2 billion by the year 2030. That's almost a quarter of the world's population. This growth is fueled by increasing disposable incomes, more leisure time, and the ease of travel. In terms of revenue, international tourism receipts are expected to grow at an even faster rate. This suggests that not only are more people traveling, but they are also spending more on their travels. And let's not forget about the emerging markets. Countries like China, India, and Brazil are predicted to become major players in the global tourism scene, contributing to a more diverse and vibrant industry. With these projections in mind, we can better understand the future impacts of tourism. In our journey today, we've traversed the global landscape of tourism. But what are the key takeaways? Well, we've discovered that tourism is a worldwide phenomenon characterized by a steady increase in tourist arrivals and a surge in international tourism receipts. We've also noted that certain regions are key tourism-generating markets, contributing significantly to this global trend. Next, we've explored the global players in tourism, from nations and corporations to individuals and communities, each playing a unique role in shaping this industry. We've then delved into the effects of tourism at an international level, particularly its economic impact, both positive and negative. Finally, we've looked into the future, unveiling global projections for tourism that predict continued growth and evolution. As we've seen, understanding the global impacts of tourism is not just for the industry players, but for anyone who steps foot in this vast interconnected world.